And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And here comes Raheem Mostert in the Miami offense. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
3rd and 5. On play action, here's Tua. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Tyree Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, Brings out this offense. Creeping up on 1,000. Could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. What that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing the linebacker, dropping him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try to discourage your quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Up the middle they go with Mostert. There's the stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead in the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Garoppolo's throw there complete to Myers. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Play action, Garoppolo. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Duke Riley came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but Let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 50 yards. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Dolphins' 10-yard line.
And that is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Garoppolo now. Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 142 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
To a hit, and the ball is out. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year, as these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Raiders 16.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line.
First down, Raiders.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little. They bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Play action. Now it's Tua. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a give to Mostert running right. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the Raiders' 36.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A 51-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 22-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That one caught by Carter. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Garoppolo again. Yeah, quick throw there is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. He'll get it inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Jacobs. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bradley Chubb able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Running the counter with Mostert. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He stiff arms him. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Raiders 22.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raiders heading out to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Same target, it's Jacobs again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, Garoppolo. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That one complete to Horsted. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 4-yard pickup on the
Garoppolo on first down.
First down.
His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Yeah, that's going to be caught for a Raider diving catch. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.